if I don't come clean with you guys, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night. So it's time to get real about losing fat.
So, what really happens when you need to lose body fat? Let's jump into it. So, it's time to lose some belly fat, and I know for a lot of you watching this, it can be hard to make that shift from trying to balance everything to being so focused on getting in shape. It wasn't that long ago that I was in your shoes. I used to be 60 plus pounds overweight in my early 20s. It feels like it was just yesterday because there were so many things that took place, and some of the things I want to share with you today. Because a lot of people, when they're starting their transformation journey, don't know what they're getting into. They're thinking they're gonna have to do something really crazy, like follow some insane diet or get into this nut job workout plan. And in reality, it just comes down to making a few changes. One of which is being more active. Getting more active in your day-to-day is one of the big changes you're gonna make. And it's one thing that I made a huge shift on when I was losing weight. I used to think I just had to go to the gym, knock out 30 minutes of cardio, and all would be well in the world. Fat would just melt off the body. But what I realized is that it actually comes down to what you do the other hours of the day outside the gym. Living an active lifestyle is really a cheat code when it comes to losing fat. Especially if you want to lose belly fat and the stubborn fat, you're gonna have to figure out ways to be more active. One of the things I do is I go for walks at least once a day. Sometimes it's on a treadmill, sometimes it's around my house, sometimes it's around the neighborhood. Or heck, if I'm around an airport or if I'm traveling, I'll find creative ways to get more movement in. This just burns more calories and allows you the opportunity to build in more activity in your day and see more progress and start to adopt a lifestyle that supports not only fat loss right now, but keeping the fat off forever. People want to know, how many steps should I take a day? I suggest 10,000 or more a day. That's just a good number to target. It might be less for you. It might be 8,000 steps a day. But I'll tell you right now, like when you're losing fat, one of the things you're gonna have to do is get more active. There's just no way around it. Whether it's 8,000 steps, 10,000 steps, 12,000 steps, 20,000 steps, you're gonna have to move more. That's just something that's part of reality when it comes to getting in better shape. So I look at it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity to clear my head. It's an opportunity to get more energy. And ultimately, it makes fat loss easy. So why the heck not would you do it? So I want to introduce you guys to a couple friends of mine. These are people that are vital. Actually, not people. They're things that are vital. I call them friends because, in all honesty, they make fat loss and nutrition especially so much easier. Two things that I use every day: my air fryer and my food scale. These two things are game changers when it comes to fat loss. An air fryer and a food scale make losing fat 10 times easier. I'll tell you why, because as a busy dad, I have 2 kids. Man, I'm at soccer practice or football practice, or I'm picking them up from school, or I'm taking them to school, or I'm hanging out with them on the weekend, and I don't have a ton of time to be cooking up these extravagant meals in the kitchen. And so I also want to make sure I'm accurate though with my calories, and I don't want to be playing the guessing game hoping that I'm nailing exactly how many calories I need to eat. So a food scale helps me easily track how much food I'm eating with very little effort. Same is true with my air fryer. My air fryer helps me cook up meals that actually taste amazing with very little effort as well. It's not expensive, it's not a huge investment, it's not a big learning curve. You can master the food scale game, master the air fryer game, and be well on your way to dropping fat. So you're gonna have to make some new friends. That's the lesson here. You can't go through this fat loss process doing all the same things you used to do in the kitchen, expecting different results. It's just not gonna work. So it's vital that you embrace these new partners and start utilizing them every single day. So one of the things that happens when you start to lose fat is you start to have your go-to meals. It's lunchtime here for me, and I'm breaking my fast at lunch. One little thing you'll start to pick up on is meal timing that works for you. You won't have to buy into the 6 meals a day, breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, snack, 8 times a day eating that a lot of people think they have to do to speed up their metabolism and do all the crazy stuff that used to be what everyone thought worked. But now we know meal timing doesn't matter that much as long as it's meal timing that works for you. And you'll start to uncover that. You'll start to have your go-to meals, things like what I'm eating right here. This is yogurt with a bunch of fruit. That's how I like to break my fast. And you'll work on meal timing. You'll have set meal times that you enjoy. You'll have, maybe it's 3 meals a day, maybe it's 4 meals a day, But you'll have a structure that starts to take place because it just makes life easier when things are predictable. You'll start to have hunger signals that show up at the same time. You'll start to know exactly what you're picking out of the fridge. So you have to play the guessing game. You don't have to think, oh man, what am I gonna eat today? Or what time am I gonna eat today? Or how the heck am I gonna do this? Because it's all gonna be mapped out for you. You're also gonna start to have meals that you really enjoy that help you lose fat. You're gonna start to see that you don't have to stick to boring, bland, tasteless meals that are hard to put together or inconvenient to make. You're gonna have meals that are quick, easy, taste great, and also keep you full so that you're going throughout the day not really considering food all the time. You're just thinking about what you have to do to stay busy in your day-to-day. For me, as a business owner, I'm go, go, go all day long. Sometimes I even forget to eat if I'm being honest, which is part of the game, right? You'll see where you have little areas that need to be fixed that might lead to disaster if you're not careful. Things like going too long without food. You might also realize that you have things in the house that don't serve you. Maybe it's foods that you used to think were healthy that have way too many calories. Things like almonds or mixed nuts or avocado stuff that just has tons of fat, peanut butter, things that you can't control the calories because you eat too much of it. So this is all the things that happen with your nutrition as you're losing fat. You start to become really aware of what's going on with your nutrition. And pretty soon you have your go-to meals and your set meal times, and fat loss starts to happen like clockwork. I'm gonna text my wife a I miss you text, because listen, when you're changing your body, you start to become more aware of how you impact other people. And I know for me, one of the things that happened when I got in shape is I started to think a lot clearer. And I started to realize how selfish I was at times with just my day-to-day interactions with people. And when I met my wife, there was still some of that lingering things there. Like, I still was very self-centered. I didn't have an abundance mindset. I was always protective of my time and didn't want to engage with people out of fear of scarcity. And so I'm sending my wife a quick text in the middle of filming my video here because it's important. It's important, guys. Do the things that are important. Like, you'll start to realize what's important and what's not as you get in better shape, because when you get in better shape physically, you get in better shape up here. Really, really crucial stuff. When you're losing fat, there's gonna be two things that really start to take shape once you're about 2 to 3 weeks into things. Number one is momentum. Momentum is gonna start to take over because you're gonna get into a flow state. You're gonna start to feel like, whoa, this is easy. I'm eating the meals that I like, I'm losing weight, I'm going for walks, I'm doing my workouts, and then you're gonna feel clarity. All right, this is where all the confusion around what should I be doing, what should I be eating, how should I be working out, that all starts to fade away. This confusion goes away and it's replaced by clarity. You know exactly what you need to do every day. It's a really good feeling because now you have this knowledge up here. It's like riding a bike. You can always pick back up. You know exactly what you got to do. You don't have to overthink it because you have a system now that works over and over and over again. And it's just all about getting back into momentum. If you ever fall off track, you know, I just got to stick with it for a few weeks and all of a sudden it's going to feel easy again. Hey, if you made it this far in the video, thanks so much. Do me a quick favor, hit the subscribe button below, hit the like button on the video, and let me know in the comments, what has been your biggest struggle when it comes to losing fat? I'd love to make a video specifically for you to help address that challenge. Let's get back to wrapping the things up here. So I'll finish with this, right? At the end of the day, you're gonna start taking more personal responsibility as you start to realize how capable you are of getting in better shape. Whether you're a busy parent with a demanding career, a full schedule, weekends stuff going on, and you feel like, man, there's just so much information out there. I'm not sure what works and what doesn't. Keep in mind, I wasn't born anything special. I didn't have crazy genetics. I didn't have a silver spoon in my mouth. For a lot of my life, I was in a very abusive household and I had a lot of stress. And honestly, I had to confront those things. Ultimately, I had to look in the mirror and say, is this my fault or is this stuff that was out of my control? And how do I just take personal responsibility moving forward? I don't want to blame anyone else for the things in my life that aren't where I want them to be. I don't want to give control away. I want to say it's on me. I want to take extreme ownership of all the things, good, bad, and the ugly in my life, and either fix it or accept it and move on. And that's what you got to do. You got to look in the mirror and say, it's on me and I can change. I have so much opportunity in front of me. All I have to do is keep it simple, stay consistent, and really just buy into this mindset that you are capable. You got this. I guarantee it. If I can do it, so can you. Guys, thanks so much for watching today's video. I have a free gift for you. It's in the description below. It's my Dads with Abs 7-day meal plan. It's absolutely free. Just go down to the link in the description, download it. If you're interested in taking a next step, and you're like, hey, I'm interested in getting a coach and actually having a 90-day plan to map this all out and use fitness as a tool to not only get in the best shape of your life, but improve every part of your life moving forward, check out the link for our True Transformation VIP coaching system. It's in the description as well. In the meantime, I am out of here. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Remember, life moves fast. Make it count. Peace.